Us. Welcome to the Kobudo class. Matzo, eyes closed. Matzo Yame. Eyes open, we bow. Ready? Yes. So this is our second video Kobudo class. We'll start out with warm-ups with the bow. So lift the bow into your right hand, lower, raise, lower, raise, lower, raise, lower, raise, lower, raise. Switch hands, lower, raise, lower, raise, lower, raise, lower, raise, lower, raise. Switch hands, turn the bow left, then right. Try to keep your forearms steady and focus mainly on pivoting at the wrist. This is to build wrist strength. Switch hands. If you can't do it, you can choke up on the bow. It's better to do the technique well and choke up on the bow rather than hold it at the end and not do the technique well. Once again, if you don't have a bow at home, you can do this with a broomstick or even a stick you find in the yard. Bow on your shoulder, twist back. Once again, when you're doing this, remember to be aware of your surroundings. Don't hit anything with the bow. Don't take your computer out with the bow. That would not be a good thing to do. Okay, let's start with hojundos. Again, so these are basics. These are the basic techniques that all the katas are built from. Overhead strike. Ich. Knee. San, Shi. So be aware of your surroundings. If you have to, you'll notice we're stepping in place. Shi, go. So for this basic overhead strike, the target is the middle of the head. You notice I don't finish down here. I finish up about an inch into the opponent's skull. When I do the strike, my palm is on top of the bow, rather than on the bottom or the side. The idea is that I hit and push into the strike. Six, hatch, coup, Ju. Also important, the thumbs are pointed in the same direction. The bow is on the side of the arm, not the underarm. Different style of Kobudo. Also, the fingers are not extended. Fingers are wrapped tight around the weapon to maintain a good grip on the weapon. If you lose your weapon, you lose your life. And if your fingers are extended, there's a Japanese word for that, and the word translates into target. 45-degree strike, none of eight. Ich, knee, San, Shi, go, rope, six, hatch, coup, Ju. Now notice when we're doing this, now our palm is on the side at a 45-degree angle, supporting the strike. Don't want it on the underside. Next strike, chest strike, Ich, knee, San, Shi, go, rope, six, hatch, Hojundo. Low strike for this target is the ankle. In Kobudo, typically our stances are short. In this strike, we will go into a long stance for striking low. Ich. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Rope. Cinch. Hatch. Coup. Chew. Finally, the fifth Hojundo. Kamai. Ski. So Kamai is an inside to outside block. So if someone's, Josh, come at me with a ski. This is a strike with the bow. So how do we block it? You block with a Kamai. It's an inside to outside block with a bow in your hand. So if Josh was to throw a punch at me, typically the block I would do is an inside to outside block. Same idea, I shoot the attacks with the bow. I come around to catch the bow and then pull it to the side. So we'll step forward in place, Kamai, ski. This particular combination is very prevalent in a lot of the katas. Ich, slide, ski. You'll notice we slide in on the attack, the ski. Knee, San, and in the ski, the target zone is the throat. San, Chi. Go. Rope. Cinch. Hatch. So when I do the ski, I try to drive as straight a line as possible. I don't shove it. By driving the bow straight in and straight out, the same idea with an empty hand punch. It's harder to track. So the idea is imagine a bolt stuck in your chest and sliding the bow through. You'll also notice as I do the ski, I twist my hand and twist the bow, just as we would do with an empty hand punch. Coup. Chew. Good, relax. So this week we will do an additional set or start some additional Hojundos. All of these are part of the Monteyoshi standard basics. So the first one, this is a move out of Sukenokon, which is one of the, actually Jonokon, and one of the classic katas. So you're going to step forward, clear the area in front of you, pull the bow up, and either strike at the foot or strike at the groin. It is commonly referred to as clear and spear. Ich. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Rope. You'll notice as we do the clear, sitch, we pivot the hips. It makes the clear, the block, more powerful. Coup. Chew. Good. The next one, this is from Sushinakon, is block low, and then 45 strike. So it's low, high. Got it? Itch. Knee. Sun. Chi. Go. Rope. 6. Hotch. Coup. Jude. Come back to ready. The final one we'll do tonight is a low block. This is actually from Sukenakon, so it's almost like doing a kamai in reverse. It's actually no more consistent with a lower block. It is done from a horse stance at 45. Itch. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Rope. 6. Hotch. Coup. Jude. Good. Relax. So we're going to do the first kata again. Token, kata, yoko, show. We'll do it with my narration first, and then we'll do it slow, no count. Heels together, toes apart. Masubadachi. We bow. Onigashimasu. Yoi. Hand comes to the bow, bow comes under the arm. 1. Turn. Block low. Elbow forward. Knee. Parry. Strike. Ski. Sun. Switch hands. Turn. Block low. Elbow forward. Chi. Parry. Strike. Ski. Go. Turn and block. Rope. Parry. Step and strike. Chi. Step and strike. Notice the hands didn't change. Sitch. Step and strike. Coup. Long turn out of Takyoko 1. Block. Jude. Parry. Strike. Ski. Switch both hands. Itch. Block. Elbow forward. Knee. Parry. Step and strike. Ski. Sun. Turn and block. Chi. Parry. Step and strike. Chi. Go. Step and strike. Rope. Step and strike and ki. On. 6. Turn and block. Hotch. Parry. Step strike. Ski. Coup. Switch hands. Turn and block. Jude. Parry. Strike. Ski. Come back to ready. So switch both hands. The back of the bow goes all the way around. And we finish exactly the same way we started. Masubadachi. Bow comes down, we bow. Arigato. Gozumashita. So sitting in space. We're going to try and do this and stay in the camera. Token, kame, no kon show. No count. Go slow. Stay together. And don't hit each other. Onigashimasu. Yoi. Begin. Come back to ready. Yoi. Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you. That looked good. Next, we will do Papu Haku Sho. So, Token Kame no Kon Sho is essentially Takioka 1 with a bow. Papu Haku Sho is Gekisai Sho with a bow. Heels together, toes apart, Masukudachi. Onigashimasu. Yoi. Bow comes under the arm, bow comes around. Hand and feet separate, push the bow up slightly, hand grabs the bow under the chin. The opening is slightly different than Token Kame no Kon Sho. Step back, side head strike, come on. Pivot, short front stance, 45-degree head block. Step out, short stance, chest strike, slide in, ski, step back, lock down. Switch both hands, slide back leg up into a short front stance. 45-degree head block. Step out, chest strike, ski, step back, lock down. Left leg moves into a front stance, chest strike. Switch hands, chest strike. Switch hands, overhead strike, ski. Front leg moves and falls out of the way of the attack coming from behind. So this is a fall away block. The target is still directly in front of you, even though the block is on an angle. Pivot. Jam. Block. As we do this, our stance becomes much shorter. Step forward. Chest strike. Switch hands. Step forward. Chest strike. Switch hands. Step back. Chest strike. Switch hands. Overhead. Ski. Fall away, long block. Pivot, jam, block. Front foot moves to the back foot. Steps away at a 45-degree angle, level the bow. Side head strike. Come on. Ski. Switch both hands. Turn. Front leg comes back to the back leg. Steps away to 45. Side head. Come on. Ski. Switch both hands. Front stance, or sorry, ready stance. Overhead block. Come on. Ski. Come on. Yoi. Come back to ready. Arigato. Gozaimasu. So once again, we will do that kana. No count. Stay together. Watch your spacing, it's fine. Onegashimasu. Yoi. Begin. Back to ready? Arigato gozaimasu. Good. So, next what we're going to do is we're going to get contours. So you can put, actually no, what we're going to do first is bokai. So where we want to, okay, so bunkai is application. So where the kata is, you're training the movements, the bunkai represents what it actually means. So this is called Bobo Bunkai, and you will see a lot of the basics in here, but now you will see why the strikes are the way they are, and the blocks are the way they are. Go slow. We want people to be able to follow this. Begin. You're going to do that again. This time, you're going to do it faster. So, the bunkai looks one way, done slow. Also circle. So, ippon in the check. At your own pace, begin. Good. Okay, yeah, tongue first. So, in addition to the bow, there are other weapons in Kobudo. All of these weapons are based on hand tools. The most obvious one that we've been working with is the bow. It's based on a stick, a walking stick with a common traveler. Now, some of you, so tonight we're going to throw in a new weapon, the tonfa. Tonfa is sometimes called the P38, I believe, or like a police baton. In tradition, says that the hand tool that it was based on was the handle of the grindstone. It is an attacking weapon, a defensive weapon. Now, some of you may have tonfas at home, some of you may not. So for those of you who don't, bear with me, we have a challenge for you at the end. If you do have tonfas, this idea here is these are some of the basics to start working on as we build up to the kata. So, when you hold the tonfa, you want the tonfa resting in the ridge of the forearm. And the way you control it is flexing the wrist downward, and that drives the tonfa into the forearm and locks it in place. As you spin it, you loosen your grip, but you don't let go. So you can strike overhead, strike outward, you can punch. A lot of this is in the wrist, that it's the wrist that starts the motion. So we're going to do some basic motions with the tonfa that will help build control of the weapon. It is a difficult weapon to work with. It is hard to control, and it takes a lot of practice. So start out in a double down block. What we're going to do first is bring the tonfas up and out. And the idea here is this is a double strike to the chin. I'm now going to let the tonfas drop, turn over, and I'm going to do a double strike to the head. Back, and then lower block. Again, under the chin, over the head, back, down. Under, over, back, down. Under, over, back, down. Under, over, back, down. This may seem like a trivial exercise, but it's essential in helping to learn to control the weapon. Most people end up hitting themselves in the head when they first learned this. I certainly did. Under, over, back, down. Under, over, back, down. Under, over, back, down. Under, over, back, down. Now, if you find the tonfa is sticky, there are two things you can do. You can sand the handle with a very fine grit sandpaper. That will make it smoother and makes it rotate easier. You can also put talcum powder in your hand, and that will help as well. That's especially useful in the summer when your hands and your palms get sweaty. Or if you're a rock climber, rock climbing salt or rock climbing chalk will do the same thing. The next technique we're going to work on is a very simple dachi training exercise. The technique shown here represents a significant portion of the moves in the kata. So everybody go into a front stance. Your right hand is at chamber. Now chamber with the tonfa is palm up. This locks the tonfa in position. It doesn't allow it, so it's not floating around. So it's palm up. It's locked between your arm and your ribs. Left hand is extended out into a punch. You're going to step forward and punch. Now on the right side, you are going to do a knee strike, and then do a head strike. Bring the tonfa back into a block position. Step forward, punch with the left side. On the left side, you are going to do a head strike, but first, you are bringing the right tonfa up into a block position. Now you're doing the head strike, back on the head strike, third head strike, back. Step through, punch on the right side. Knee, knee, head, back. Step through, punch. Head, 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 back. Step through, punch. Knee, knee, head, back. Step through, punch. Head, 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 back. Step through, punch. Knee, knee, head, back. One more time. Step through, punch. Head, 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 back. Are you ready? So, if you have tonfas, this is one thing to be able to practice. If you don't have tonfas, the challenge is, what can you use to practice this? So, Josh, you have some ideas on how you would make a tonfa?
Well, okay. So far, we haven't come up with any actual ideas, but we have a couple, like, brainstorming things that might work. So you could use 2 sticks and try and, hot glue them together. You could see if you have any PVC, ask for your parents' help. There's a lot of ways, but so far we haven't figured one out, and so we're asking for your help. So if you guys are able to find out any way, you can show it on Facebook, on Fighting Spirit Karate Facebook or something like that. Because we want to see it and we're interested in your ideas.
So that's it for tonight's Kobudo class. Next week, we will once again work with the bow and other weapons. Hopefully everyone is staying healthy and staying safe. So thank you very much for sharing this class with us. Moxo, eyes closed. Moxo Yame, we bow, right? We will train our hearts and bodies.
We will train our hearts and bodies.
For a firm, unshaken spirit.
For a firm, unshaken spirit.
We'll pursue the true meaning of the martial way.
We will pursue the true meaning of the martial way.
So that in time,
our
senses may be alert.
Our senses may be alert.
With true vigor, we will seek to cultivate a spirit of self-denial. We will observe the rules of courtesy. Respect our superiors. And refrain from violence. We will follow our gods. And never forget the true virtue of humility. We will look upwards to wisdom and strength. Not seeking other desires. All our lives, through the discipline of the martial arts, we will seek to fulfill the true meaning of the way. Let's thank you very much for a good class.